Hello, Bubbleheads, my Bubble King and Queen. I know that I was on a bit of a hiatus last week. Thank you so much for the kind messages. I actually did not get any messages. That's just something I've always wanted to say. I know the phrase is the show must go on, but when no one asks you to do the show or pays you for the show, it actually doesn't really have to go on. So I took some time. I'm back in my backyard. It is bright and it is hot. My hair's down. I don't know why. I guess this show is just a vessel for me to show you guys that my hair still looks good in quarantine. So here it is. And there it goes. All right. Wow, we missed a lot of cute stuff by not having the show last week. The Van Vliet children alone could have been a 3-hour special in my mind. I love them reuniting. Oh my gosh. If you're into soldiers coming home videos, you're going to be really into Bubble reuniting videos. I love seeing all the kids on the sideline. Oh my god, all the WNBA mom stuff. Oh, there's a giant gecko. CJ, look. He's huge. Everything has been really, really cute with all of the kids. I thought I was only going to do a cute recap, and then I remembered Jay Cutler and Tommy Loren. Tommy Loren? The thing is, I don't like that bitch, so I'm not going to learn how to say her last name. And then he was like, no, we're just friends. It's like, Jay, you better be fucking her. Okay, she's not friend material. I don't know why I think Jay is the better one in this situation. Maybe because of Very Cavallari and diabetes. But I'm on Jay's side, and I want better for him. I once performed at a show, and Tommy Loren was there. At a Mexican restaurant. Bitch, are you crazy? Chomping on chips? Get the fuck out of here. But Tommy Loren, I bet Kristen Cavallari is roasting her outfits right now. And when you break up and your ex starts having sex with someone, that's really all you have. There's not a lot of people to root for. But I don't want Jay and Tommy together. Okay? Wow, the playoffs, the NBA, it's happening. It is so wild, so fun. I would give an update of where we are, but then things, change. There's games happening. Right now, the Lakers are up 2-1. By the time you're watching this, who knows what will be happening. But the Lakers are ahead. The Bucks are officially out. Giannis is hurt, and he was not able to play in the final game. There's already whispers of Giannis going other places. There are already memes surfacing. The top teams are looking like Golden State. You've had enough. You don't deserve Giannis. It's just not fair. You just see these strips of small market teams, and it just makes me sad. And I know I sound like an old person now. I don't want any super teams. And it's the super teams are fun, obviously, but I don't know. I would prefer Giannis stay in Milwaukee than go to Golden State, for sure. That's a big-ass bird. Potential conference matchups. Whew. In the West, the obvious choice kind of feels like Clippers-Lakers. I would love to see that happen. LA versus LA. Wow. I think we would take that a lot more seriously than the Rams in the Super Bowl, because the city did not care about that at all. Everything open. So I remember back in the beginning of quarantine, there was a story that happened that was fun, I guess. Maybe not fun. No one was injured, but I did not realize the Jamal Murray that I'm rooting on now was the Jamal Murray from the beginning of quarantine. And if you don't know what that story is, I don't know, look it up. These gals that are doing the podcast wow. I'm so naive. My whole life I've been like, I want there to be a sports show hosted by sex workers. And now we have a glimmer of that. I don't think these gals are sex workers. I think they do it for the love of the game. And wow, I was naive. I thought it was going to be he's a bad tipper. Whew. I wasn't prepared. I think Odell is having a great sense of humor, and I wish him nothing but the best. Okay, tennis. We love tennis. I love tennis. I love the U.S. Open. And so there's no fans at the U.S. Open right now, but there is a lot of drama. What is Novak Djokovic doing? He started COVID by throwing a tournament where he got COVID and then a bunch of other people got COVID because of the tournament and he was partying. And then his next thing after that was to start a men's only organization. I just think they're fighting. But it's so early in the morning to be fighting. He gives everybody COVID. He starts a men's only organization to make sure that male tennis players are paid more than female tennis players. That's his next step. It's like, if you gave everybody COVID, wouldn't you try and do something nice after? I don't know if your next move is full evil patriarchy. And then his next move, next on the timeline, is to angrily slam a ball on the ground, hits a lineswoman in the neck. She fucking dropped. I mean, it was very frightening. And I know people are saying she overreacted. I don't know. If I get the wind knocked out of me, I gotta go take a nap. She's doing well. Oh boy. Why don't you disband your little organization? I think that feels like a nice way to apologize to this woman whose esophagus you collapsed. Now the gecko's leaving. Yeah, typical man. You don't want to hear me get real about Djokovic. I probably gotta pull my... They don't stay up like they used to. I got my Colts Big Cup out here. Woo! Are you ready for some football? And I don't know if I am. It's happening. I'm excited and I'm also fearful for the football season. I really hope it goes well. It's a classic preparing for the worst, hoping for the best situation. On Hard Knocks, when they're cutting these guys, they're saying to them, like, you're probably going to be back. And that is because, not COVID aside, there have also not been any, preseason games. There's been very minimal contact. So I think the fear is that there's going to be a lot of injuries. So it could be a very hard season to watch. But it also means there's a lot of opportunity for guys that have been, I almost said girls, guys and girls. It's maybe this could be the year. People are prepping for it. Croy Bierman could be on a team this year. Okay, that's how bad things are being. My husband, he has receiver gloves, cleats. He said he's going to do drills. People are this is like the Replacements. This is like the prequel to the Replacements is what you're seeing right now. Think of it as like, it's like being excited for a really, really good meal. Oh my God, I'm about to have like an incredible meal, but I know I'm gonna get like a really bad food poisoning. Like maybe like put me in the hospital food poisoning, but the meal is gonna be good. And that's, hopeful and terrified. And that is the NFL 2020 season. I feel like going into the season, the really big story is what's Tom Brady going to do on the Bucs? Who's going to be better, the Bucs or the Patriots? I would prefer the Bucs be better. And I don't know. Well, I really love Bruce Arians, and the Bucs have also signed 700 people. There must not be a limit for how many people can be on the Bucs. Someone gets cut, they're on the Bucs. Someone comes out of retirement, they're on the Bucs. I'm on the Bucs. CJ's on the Bucs. You're probably on the Bucs. You may not know it, we may not be paid, but we are on the Bucs. The Patriots, they seem like they're going in ass backwards. They've had the most players opt out of playing. They've lost their star quarterback. But you got to imagine that's filling Belichick with a rage. Like a rage that will fuel him to somehow still being good. I mean, the division is not good. The Bills said they're going to win. I hope so. That would be really cute. But yeah, I like the Bucs better now. This is the week in my life where I will start rooting for Phillip Rivers. I'm gonna try it. Okay, here, I'll practice right now. Way to go, Phillip. That's okay. A pick six? That's your favorite play. I feel like with his helmet on, I'll be okay. Because 17 is my birthday and my lucky number. So I'm just gonna stare at 17 and hope for the best. I'm gonna need him to personally reach out, actually. I'm gonna need Philip Rivers to come to me and apologize for everything that happened in the past, and then I'll really be able to like get my gut behind it. But right now it's just gonna be sort of like polite. Yeah, okay. Hard Knocks recap. I'm too behind. I have no recap for you guys this week. That's the type of dedication you're going to get from this show. But I will watch them, and then maybe I'll tweet about it, okay? And I'm sure it's just a lot more of, oh my God, I almost called him Timothy McVeigh. Oh God. See, it's just darkness up here right now. Sean McVeigh. But now I want to know if they're related. I think it's spelled differently. Timothy McVeigh was executed in Indiana. So there's a fun fact. Party of one, if you don't care about me. All right, which brings me to our final segment, sports questions from my friends that don't like sports. This one is from a friend who also commented on the YouTube. She wrote her question into the YouTube. I love that. This is from Rachel in Los Angeles. Explain over under. This is a great question. This pertains to sports gambling, sports betting. And I have used this phrase incorrectly. I once used this on an Instagram post, and my brother, who is my number one hater, commented, "You did not use this right." Okay, so it's tricky. The best way to explain this is take last year's Super Bowl. So there will be a number, and it will be the combined score of both teams. So I believe last year for the Super Bowl, it was 46. And that means one team is scoring 21, one team is scoring 27, 26, and we're over it. So I'm not explaining this well, am I? Basically, you are betting if the combined score of both teams is going to be under or over this magical number that is set by Las Vegas. Now, and it's like a man who sets these numbers, and I don't know what was going on in his life, but his job is to like look at these things, and then I'm sure there's data and math and stuff, and then set that. The spread is tricky. We'll do that next week because this one was clunky. If you lose money, I'm really sorry. Okay, go Colts. Wow, go Pacers on your coaching search, and I wish for health and happiness. Wear a mask. Black Lives Matter. I'm so happy to be back. Send me comments, DMs, anything at all you want. And also, if you're having fun food for NFL games, please send me pictures. I fucking love buffalo chicken dip. That is like my number one. So if you've got any of that poppin', tag me in it. I'll repost it. I love it. That's all I have for you guys this week. And then we got our bubbles poppin'. Oh my gosh! Woo! Don't get in my cup. Thank you so much for watching the Megan Gailey Bubble Machine. I love you, cuties. Bye. I'll see you next week. I promise.